You know, the AI gold rush is absolutely in full swing. We see these mind-bending models and new apps popping up every single day. But here's the thing. All that amazing software, it's all built on a massive physical foundation. So this isn't a story about code. It's about the hardware that makes it all possible. Today, we're going to dig into the essential picks and shovels of this digital revolution: data storage. And listen to this quote from Western Digital CEO Irving Tan because he just nails it. He says, AI runs on data. It is the fuel for the entire process, from training these huge models to, just getting a useful answer when you ask it a question. The better the data, the smarter the AI. It really is that simple. So if data is the fuel, and we need an absolutely unimaginable amount of it, that brings up a really simple physical question. Where do you put it all? I mean, it doesn't just float around in the cloud, right? It has to live somewhere real. So where's the proof of this massive build-out? Well, we can actually see it, clear as day, in the latest financial results from Western Digital. Their numbers, they paint a super vivid picture of the physical infrastructure being laid down right now to support this AI economy. Okay, let's just dive right into this. In a single quarter, Western Digital pulled in a staggering $3.02 billion in revenue. Now, that's a huge figure on its own, and yeah, it totally blew past what the market was expecting, but that is just the start of the story. Because here's the real kicker. That number is a 25% increase from the same time last year. This isn't just, steady growth. This is a massive acceleration. It's signaling a huge surge in demand for AI infrastructure. And all that incredible growth on the top line, it translated directly to the bottom line. Earnings per share hit $2.13, which was way above what analysts were predicting. This shows the business isn't just getting bigger, it's incredibly profitable right now. So, who's spending all this money? Well, this breakdown is, wow, it's really revealing. An overwhelming 89% of all that revenue came from just one source: cloud customers. We're talking about the hyperscale giants, the ones building the massive data centers that are powering this whole AI revolution. Let's try to put this in terms of data, not just dollars. In only 3 months, Western Digital shipped an incredible 215 exabytes of storage. Honestly, that number is so vast, it's kind of hard to even wrap your head around. So to try and put 215 exabytes into perspective, think about it like this. It is enough physical storage to save every single photo ever uploaded to Instagram, not just once, but hundreds of times over. That is the scale of the data infrastructure being built in a single quarter by just one company. It's wild. Now, shipping that much storage is one thing. That's impressive. But the real story here is how they're doing it. This isn't just about sheer volume. It's about a very specific technology and a really clever business strategy that's designed to just dominate the cloud market. A key piece of their strategy is this technology they call UltraSMR. The easiest way to think about it is like a software trick that lets them cleverly overlap the data tracks on a drive. By doing that, they can pack about 20% more data on the exact same disk. Now, for a cloud provider, this is an absolute game changer. It means more storage, more capacity, without having to build more expensive data centers. And this tech, it fits perfectly into their clear 3-part business plan. So first, they build these deep, dedicated partnerships with the cloud giants. Second, they are actively moving those customers up to their newest, highest capacity drives. And third, they lock all that demand in with firm, multi-year contracts that stretch all the way out to 2028. And is this strategy working? Oh yeah. This past quarter, their high-capacity UltraSMR drives crossed this major milestone. They now account for over half of their total sales. This just proves that their biggest customers are all in on this need for maximum storage density. Okay, so that's the strategy for today. But with the demand for data accelerating like this, just exponentially, what's next? Let's take a look at how Western Digital is getting ready for the future with the next generation of storage technology. So the next big leap is a technology called HAMR, which stands for Heat-Assisted Magnetic Recording. And the concept, honestly, it sounds like it's straight out of science fiction. It uses a microscopic laser to briefly heat a tiny spot on the drive's surface. That little blast of heat allows them to write data bits that are much smaller and packed way more tightly together than ever before. This promises another massive jump in storage capacity. And listen, this isn't just some experiment in a lab. They are on a really aggressive timeline here. Right now, they're shipping their current tech at scale. This year, they've started the whole HAMR qualification process with their major cloud customers. And by 2027, the plan is to be ramping up production. Okay, so we've covered the impressive results, the winning strategy, the future technology. Let's zoom back out for a second and connect all the dots. What's the big takeaway from all of this? What does it all really mean?
Here's the bottom line. These numbers are so much more than just a great earnings report for one company. They're a real, tangible indicator of the AI gold rush happening right now. Every dollar spent, every exabyte shipped, it's another brick being laid in the foundation of the AI economy. These hard drives, they are the essential picks and shovels of our time.
And that leaves us with one last, really important question. We all see the magic of AI on our screens, but behind every single query is this vast physical world of hardware. So as AI continues to shape our digital future, it's so important to remember the real-world cost in manufacturing, in materials, and in energy that powers every single answer we get.